Hello everyone, my name is Martine. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Argentina. I've been wanting to do a blog from a very long time, but I never knew what I could talk about. I've always used YouTube for, watching movie trailers or music videos, but 3 weeks ago, I discovered that there's also a book community here on YouTube, and I was really excited about that. I watch many different YouTubers doing reviews of books. Some of them were awesome, and they inspired me to try to do it myself. So here is my attempt to create a book reviewing channel. So I've been reading quite a lot recently. Actually, I've been reading 3 books at the same time. The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Chbosky, isn't it, right? It's in Spanish, but it's the same book, obviously. Fallen by Lauren Kate, and Firelight by Sophie Jordan. This is actually the first book that I finished, the one that I'm going to talk about right now. Firelight is the story of a girl named Jacinda, who is a Draki, which it's like a new species that descend from dragons. You see, and they are descended from dragons, and she has, her kind have the ability to shift from human to dragon form and vice versa. So this is actually why I picked this book from my library, because I was interested about that type of story. I've never read a book about humans that can turn into dragons. In YA fiction there are many different type of creatures, or book about different creatures, like vampires, werewolves, all that kind of stuff, but I've never seen anything about dragons. I don't know if there is actually something like this, but if there is, I've never read anything about that. So basically that's the reason why I decided to buy this book. So the Drakis have different talents, and Jacinda is the last fire-breathing Draki that exists in her pride. So she's like very special, and she's constantly being watched and somehow controlled by the old Drakis, especially Severin, which is like the king of the pride, and he has arranged a marriage for her already with his son Cassian, which is the prince somehow of the pride. But the very beginning of the book, something happens, and Jacinda, her mother, and her twin sister Tamra are forced to leave the pride and go to live among humans. So basically the first half of the book, it tells how Jacinda has to adapt to this new place where she goes to live, which is a desert, Chaparral. I don't know exactly where there is, or if it is actually a real town. I'm sorry for my ignorance, but it's in a desert, and the desert is not like the most appropriate place for a Draki to live, and her Draki starts to die, her dragon part, until she meets a boy, obviously, whose name is Will, who has many secrets of his own, but she feels drawn to him because when she's with him, her Draki side comes to life. And so it's basically, Will is not the most appropriate guy for her to be close to, but she wants to because of this reason of her Draki trying to manifest anytime she is close to him. So like as the first half of the book is basically that. I mean, she complaining about sorry, complaining, struggling because she doesn't want her dragon to die, and she's misunderstood by her mother and her sister who wants to live like a normal life. And so it's like somehow a slow paced reading till half of the book, which is like the the negative thing that I found about this book. After the from the second half till the end, it gets really good, and many different things happen that are exciting and you want to keep your reading. It is obviously filled with romance, like this kind of novels always have romance. I knew from the in the back of the book it says already that it's going to be a romance, but in spite of that, leaving all the corniness aside, it's a really good story and a really good read, and I would totally recommend it if you want to read something different, somehow different, just to have a good time. I mean, it's not the best book that I've ever read, but it's very good. I will give it 4 stars just because of this, that it's kind of slow in the beginning, but it's really good, and the ending it's really really good, and it finishes with amazing cliffhanger, and you want to read the you are I mean, if you want to read the second book, it makes you want to read the second book, which I already have because of that. The second book is called Banish, and I've read in the internet many different reviews about this, and it is supposed to be 10 times better than Firelight. And this, I think I know who the girl in the cover is. I mean, it's pretty obvious if you read the back of the book who the girl is, but I don't want to give any spoilers, or more than I already have. So yeah, basically I'm looking forward to read this book, really. So I hope you like this review. I'm sorry if it's not that good. This is the first time that I'm doing something like this. I hope that it will get better in the future. I'm also sorry if you can't understand very well my English. I'm not a native speaker, but I've been studying since I was 7 years old English, so I hope that you can understand me. If not, tell me and I will try to, pronounce better or something. The next book that I will be reviewing is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I'm like this far in the book, right there, but it's really good. Ready. It's kind of dark though, but it's totally worth it. So I hope that if you like my review of Firelight somehow, you would like to watch my review of Fallen as well. Well, basically that's all. If you haven't read Firelight yet, I recommend it to you. It's really good. If you have, comment below, tell me what you think about the book, and if you would like to read the next book in the series. I know I do. So that's all basically, and I hope to see you guys in my next review. Bye.